How we doing, guys? Welcome to the preview and the predicted lineup. Brighton against Arsenal tomorrow evening. And the games are coming thick and fast. We was moaning a few weeks ago that we ain't playing matches in weeks on end. And now they're coming every single 3-4 days. And I said it in one of my previous videos that it's what you're going to expect when you're going to be in the latter stages of the Champions League and you're fighting for Premier League titles. We moaned long enough that we weren't doing it, so we can't moan now that we are. But listen, Brighton away, it's not an easy place to go. Let's make that one clear. I don't think Brighton are having a season in the same way that they did last. Ninth in the league at the moment, and they do have to contend with some injuries. The likes of Evan Ferguson are missing for this game as well. Adam Webster. They're already missing Matoma, Solly March, James Milner and Billy Gilmore. So they do have a few problems, but they are a very good side. And they have been for a while now. Excuse me. And yeah, but yeah, listen, they have been a good side for a while and they play really good football, and they're one of those teams that we kind of have had a few issues with, more so at the Emirates, I would say, to be quite honest. This season was very different. We dispatched them very comfortably. We were very, very good. We're actually unbeaten on our last 3 visits to the Amex. But to put it into context as well, Brighton are unbeaten in their last 14 at home. And that goes right back to September. So it's not going to be an easy game. It's not going to be an easy place to go and pick up 3 points. We were very good there last season. I wouldn't mind a similar kind of performance. But let's be real. We got Bayern Munich on Tuesday, and that is going to be in everybody's minds. But at the same time, we can't switch off from what we need to do in the Premier League. Liverpool, they did beat Sheffield United yesterday, but it wasn't the game that I thought it would be. When we only beat Luton 2-0, I was sitting there thinking, right, Liverpool, Anfield, Sheffield United, this is going to be a 5 or 6. They're going to claw back that goal difference massively. It was 8 at the time, but they only beat Sheffield United 3-1. So what they did was cancel out the 2 goals we scored the night before against Luton. So it's made no difference. It's still +6 on Liverpool. And they didn't have it their own way. Sheffield United should have actually been winning in the first minute. But listen, that's another thing. Yeah, everybody's got an away game this weekend between Arsenal, Man City and Liverpool. Man City play first. They're away to Crystal Palace. Then we play. So despite what Man City do, you know, we go back to the top of the Premier League with a win regardless and whatnot. And then Liverpool, I think they've got probably the hardest game of the weekend away to Manchester United. And I know people will say, it's Manchester United, look what happened with them and Chelsea. And listen, Man United, Liverpool, it's a big game. And form is out of the window. You only have to look at what Manchester United did to Liverpool only a few weeks ago in the FA Cup. They raised their game for it. The fans are up for it. And this could be one of those games where Liverpool slip up. But let's take care of our business first. Let's get our win. And let's get the job done. In terms of the team lineup, it's going to be such an interesting one, what we go with. I'm debating it. I've kind of racked my brain so much in terms of the 1 to 11. It's certainly going to be a lot stronger than the Luton one, that's for sure. But Mikel Arteta has Bayern Munich in mind, and I think there might be a couple of tweaks, very minor. But overall, we will go full on 100 miles an hour at this, as we have to on Tuesday. And then Aston Villa next weekend. That's another one. And yeah, I'll go into that with a preview and everything. But I think that one could favour us a little bit more, with Villa playing on Thursday in Europe as well and everything else. So Yeah, it's an interesting one. And listen, like I said, we're at that point of the season where you can't really moan. If you moan long enough that you want to be in it, then you can't moan once you are. So, yeah, with that said, let's go and get into the starting lineup. Starting off in goal, David Raya. Very straightforward, very, very simple. Right back will be Ben White. And this would be his 100th Premier League appearance for Arsenal, actually. So going back to Brighton as well. But yeah, very straightforward one. Right centre-back, William Saliba. Do I need to say any more? Left centre-back, Gabriel. Again, do I need to say any more? Best centre-back pairing in the Premier League. It's as simple as that. Left back, this is where there could well be some debates. Zinchenko will not start this game for me, not after his performance against Luton. And I think the only kind of debate would be Kiwior or Tomiyasu. And I feel that Mikel Arteta will start with Kiwior. Wasn't involved against Luton, so he's got his rest and everything else. And I think he'll be absolutely fine and raring to go. Moving into the midfield, first of all, I'm going to go with Jorginho. And I was debating Thomas Partey, but I'm looking at it from a bigger picture. Played 65, 70 minutes against Luton. Will Mikel Arteta look at it and saying, playing him for 65, 70 minutes in this and then again against Munich, is that too much too soon after his long layoff with injury? I feel that this is a game where Jorginho can obviously start the game. Partey could come on for the last 20, 25 minutes and be raring to go for the Bayern Munich game. So this is one of those selections that I'm going with based on Munich as well. So Jorginho for me will start. On the right-hand side, I'm going to go with Bukayo Saka. I feel that he will return for this game. He is very robust. I'd have rested him anyway against Luton. He was already back in training, but I don't think that they took that risk. But I feel he will be back in this game. Next to him, Martin Odegaard. Bit unfortunate that we had to play him for 90 minutes against Luton, but it is what it is. I think he'll be fine. And he starts this game all day long. Alongside him, Declan Rice, a player that got plenty of rest against Luton. Only came on for the last 20 minutes or so. Absolutely fine. No issues at all. On the left-hand side, Martinelli. Now, he has definitely had plenty of rest. Was out for a couple of games with the injury. And since he's come back, he's only made some substitute appearances. And he's been playing on the right-hand side, getting back on the left. Very, very, very simple. Up front, as the main striker, false nine, whatever you want to call it, I'm going to bring Gabriel Jesus back into the side. Havertz will get a rest for me. He's been very heavily involved. And Jesus wasn't involved against Luton. So I'm using that as a kind of gauge as to him being involved in this game. So listen, I think that's a very, very strong lineup. When you're looking at that, that's very strong. Couple of decisions based with, Munich in mind on Tuesday and everything else. But overall, yeah, I think that's very strong. Very, very strong. And more than capable of doing the business against Brighton. But yeah, let's go and take care of our business and then let's see what everybody else does. So only 8 games to go. It's getting very, very close now. So yeah, we will see what happens. So listen, there we go. That is it for the preview and the predicted lineup. As usual, let me know in the comment section what you think. What lineup would you go with? Do you agree with mine? Let me know in the comment section. Watch out for the match reaction after the game. And if you're new around here, do make sure you hit that subscribe button. Smash a like on this video. And I will see you a lot soon. I'm out of here.